Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his third season now out of the University of Alabama.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. Throwing to start here is Tua. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, he was no doubt a key piece to their puzzle in that victory.
And when this offense plays well, you just know he's going to be in the middle of everything, don't you? I mean, defense is going to say, we've got to take this guy away. He doesn't allow himself to be taken away, does he?
Now an option play on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man open, it's Sutton. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, they go again with Henry. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year in his 3rd season now. It's Joe Burrow. That's out quickly to Shenault. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. It's caught, it's Shenault again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a 2nd consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Burrow. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. On the move to his left. His throw incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Another setup beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Denzel Mims. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. The last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is fielded at the 27. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Play action. It's Burrow. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Bucs at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Cook is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown! Mike Williams from 3 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Gun.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action with Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here we go.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Rolling to his left. Able to find his man, Woods. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
11.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Cook. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
1-1, ready?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Sliding out of the pocket. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To his throw, complete there to Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Riley Dixon now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Gotta go.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to... And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety.
I've got to give them a ton of credit here because they're just refusing to give that other sideline any kind of hope. That safety not only kills the drive, but adds to a big early lead. And the way that this one's going, I would expect that lead to continue to grow in the ensuing possessions.
And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Right. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That is caught by Mims. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
On 2, ready?
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Laviska Shenault in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Black one. Check pink. Yellow. Line. Ready. Ready.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On third down, Burrow. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 21 yards there on third down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here we go, here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right in a yard. Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
11.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the grab by Croft. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. They run the option here on 1st and 10. To a hit, and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And As you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on second down. Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And it's fielded at the 34. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat of this ball game as well. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
When Devontae Parker can play a full schedule, he can be a lot to handle for NFL defenses. 8 years in the league, but only 1 where he's played all the games in the regular season. But in that regular season, over 1,200 yards, 9 touchdowns. Nice catch there for a first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Sutton. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. On first down, Tagovailoa. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's second and a yard. Off the play action. Tagovailoa. On the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Alex Highsmith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Tua sets up to pass it. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 31 yards on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Here we go. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Cook. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
They get the USC man, Elijah Vera Tucker.
Still second down. It's your set.
On second down, it's Cook again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. I know they were for something. Anything to go their way, that's a pretty good start for them right there as they try to mount a comeback.
Maybe the film session a little bit more palatable, something positive to talk about.
A little bit. That's a big-time return. Anytime you get a punt return for a touchdown, everyone has to feel just a little bit better.
From the 6. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game.